Goff for the end zone. Catch made. That's a touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
We had a very dramatic slate of NFL action in Week 13 that included a couple upsets, a tie, some rookies that stepped up. All of this has caused massive waves in the eBay football card marketplace. So we're going to look at the top 10 players going up after Week 13, plus all my other major fantasy football and NFL reactions. So let's dig in. Number one this week is wide receiver Devante Adams because he powered the Las Vegas Raiders to a 27-20 win over the Los Angeles Chargers in Week 13. Adams was simply unstoppable. Once again, he is absolutely on fire these past several weeks. He caught all 8 of his catchable targets for 177 yards, 2 scores, and 6 first downs to put up what will likely be his 7th 80-plus PFF grade of the year. Check out his 2014 Silver Prism in the One Touch. Buy it now. Best offer accepted for $60 or a National Treasures numbered out of 49 with that on-card auto for $225 and a buy it now. A player here is a prime example you want to definitely look at his new 2022 product coming out of him in his Raiders gear because that is also highly demanded. Getting a lot of sales volume as well, just a lot lower than what the rookie product is. Check out the price increase in the Silver Prism from 2014. Here you see a PSA 9 that closed in auction on November 24th for just $32. And then you see a raw one that's sold here December 4th for $60 and a buy it now. Now, if you're new to the hobby, this website is a critical resource you need to save on your computer. TCDB.com or tradingcarddatabase.com will allow you to type in a player and filter by a specific year and product so you can see all the different parallels and different types of cards that are for that player in that set. So here I can come and find Devante Adams. It'll tell me every single 2014 Prism Devante Adams parallel. And I find that there's quite a few, making the Silver Prism a short print parallel, but it's still fairly common when you look at how many different parallels he did have that year. Nothing compared to what they are today, so it also shows you that difference as well. Number 2, Jalen Hurts from the Philadelphia Eagles. They had a dominant 35-10 victory over the Titans. It was highlighted by a vengeful 119-yard, 2-touchdown performance from A.J. Brown against his former team. Revenge game! The Eagles have shown all year that they can beat opposing defenses in a number of different ways, but they have especially shown it the last 2 weeks with quarterback Jalen Hurts and running back Miles Sanders both rushing for over 140 yards last week, and Hurts notching nearly 400 yards through the air this week. All 3 of Hurts' passing touchdowns came on passes thrown 20-plus yards downfield. Deep balls, 2 to A.J. Brown and 1 to Devonta Smith. A.J. Brown now joins Devante Adams as the only 2 players with 2 deep touchdown receptions in multiple games this season. The Titans have just 3 touchdown receptions on throws 20-plus yards downfield as a team this season. Check out this red cracked ice, not even color match. This is why I pulled this one up. Somewhat short print, less common parallel from 2020, red cracked ice, PSA 9 closing for $95 and a buy it now. Or this beautiful flawless Jalen Hurts numbered out of 20 here that sold for $1,825 in auction. And the sold volume continues to roll in today in the hundreds, presenting a tremendous amount of volume on Jalen Hurts raw and graded cards. Plates and patches out of 50 for $175. Look at his graded card market and which cards are selling the most right now. That is, of course, led by the base Prism, followed by the Mosaic and the Donruss. You can see positive trends in 2 out of 3 of those. But when you actually drill into the card here and look at the current trajectory of this card, we have buy it nows rolling in last night of 150. Multiple transactions. That's up Sunday, 125. 158 buy it now. So you can see the volume of base Prism PSA 10s rolling in here from yesterday. There was a buy it now Sunday at 316 of 115, and they continue to climb throughout the day. This is a pop of 1,798 on this card and a lot of buy it now volume. That's how you know he's incredibly hyped up. So you can see how his chart is bouncing around here throughout the season, way higher than what it was throughout the summer. The cards that have the highest percentage of increase right now in current trend is his field level silver PSA 10 here. Very interesting, only a pop of 157, 8 sales in the past month. We've got a new high on that, $550 Saturday, 7:17 p.m. and a buy it now. Pretty incredible over the previous buy it now of just Thursday, December 1st for 268. Hey, real quick, if you're new here, welcome to the Football Card Quest. My name is Andy. If you want access to the web app you just saw, we track nothing but graded football card sales, plus unlock the keys to the entire Football Card Quest experience, behind the scenes access, monthly giveaways, weekly articles, and more. Check it out in the description below or over at www.patreon.com. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. We have a big announcement we are releasing on Wednesday night's live stream with Steve, the eBay Hitman. So I hope you tune in there. Now back to the action. Well, we alluded to it just a couple minutes ago, but number 3 most hyped player going up this week is AJ Brown, because with little room to run against a tough Titans run defense, the kind of performance that AJ Brown put up is why Philadelphia traded for him. 8 receptions, 119 yards, and 2 touchdowns like we just mentioned. And check out this certified freshman fabric RPA out of 50, sold for $250. Or what about this Origins with a couple colors in the patch there? Nice little RPA numbered out of 99, selling for $69 in a buy it now yesterday. Number 4, Justin Jefferson from the Minnesota Vikings. A last minute interception sealed the Minnesota Vikings 27-22 victory over the New York Jets in week 13. Sauce Gardner versus Justin Jefferson was the headline billing of this game, but Justin Jefferson spent much of this game against other players. Ended up going 7 receptions for 45 yards and a touchdown. His transactions are absolutely incredible. This is a great example of how the hobby has changed. Check out this XR, first of all, check out this XR Panini Encased triple jersey plain color patch out of 149, sold for $180 in a buy it now today. Very impressive. And then this red, white, and blue Prism PSA 10, selling for $145 in a best offer accepted format. This is one of the most common parallels for Justin Jefferson. I want you guys to observe here that this card actually closed in auction on October 1st for $202.50. It also closed in a PSA 8 format October 3rd for $10. So you can see the difference there between an 8 and a 10. But I want you to observe what the Jalen Hurts red, white, and blue recently sold for today. $200 in a buy it now. So Justin Jefferson value on the same card is about neck and neck with Jalen Hurts. Very, very incredible, interesting to observe that. We got a rookie spotlight in this game. Mike White, second game. Garrett Wilson caught 8 of his 15 targets for 162 yards. Again, dominating with a viable quarterback. Mike White playing okay, except for those late game interceptions. The second one very costly, cost him the game. But Garrett Wilson, rookie, big market, dominating with a viable quarterback. Check out the certified piece of the game out of 25. Best offer accepted, 120. What about this Origins 3-color patch out of 49, $89.99. Very similar to the AJ Brown. However, the AJ Brown was out of 99. Number 5, the hardest working wide receiver in the NFL, arguably, and on now what is considered the hottest team in the NFC. It may very well be the 5-7 Detroit Lions, because they've now won 4 of their past 5 contests, with that lone loss being the tight defeat to the Buffalo Bills on Thanksgiving. Against the Jacksonville Jaguars in week 13, it wasn't even close. The Lions raced out to a 23-6 lead at halftime and never looked back for a 40-14 win. And when you put up 40 points, chances are there's a lot of guys on that Detroit offense that could be spotlighted. However, the dynamic duo of Amon-Ra St. Brown and DJ Chark deserve to be mentioned first. St. Brown hauled in another 11 of his 12 targets for 114 yards and 2 scores, while Chark caught 5 of 6 targets for 98 yards. Both performances were highly indicative of their skill sets. St. Brown consistently moved the chains, and Chark provided the big plays. Very impressive sold transactions for Amon-Ra St. Brown. Blue Wave Prism out of 199, sold for $50 in a buy it now. What about this tie-dye select PSA 10, numbered out of 25 with the sticker autograph, selling for $1,000 in a buy it now? All right, now I want to hear from you guys in the comment section below. Do you A, prefer a wave prism design or a cracked ice? I find it very, very close for me. I really like wave and cracked ice. I would love to hear from you guys. Let me know, cracked ice or wave prism. Which one do you prefer from an aesthetic standpoint? Which do you feel has a better investment value? Cracked ice or wave prism? Let me know in the comment section below. Now back to the action. All right, guys, number 6 is Joe Burrow from the Cincinnati Bengals. They outplayed the Kansas City Chiefs again on Sunday afternoon in the AFC Championship rematch, beating them 27-24 in front of a packed Paul Brown Stadium. Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow seems to have the Chiefs' number. The former number 1 overall pick went 25 of 32 for 286 yards and 2 touchdowns on Sunday afternoon, and he added another score as a rusher. Burrow completed 21 of his 25 attempts for 238 passing yards and 2 scores from a clean pocket. Good for 9.5 yards per attempt. Check out his Silver Prism PSA 8, selling for $170, best offer accepted, or his Raw Rookie Ticket Auto base variation, sealed from Panini though, going for $2,100 in a best offer accepted. And here's a great example between the difference of an 8, a 9, and a 10 in a nice, very liquid card like Joe Burrow's Prism Silver. The PSA 8 closes for $170. And then you can see the PSA 9 selling yesterday for $350, so almost an extra $200. But also yesterday you had a PSA 10 Silver Prism close in auction for $1,400. So it's over 7 times more than what an 8 sold for. And the 8 is roughly what a raw card goes for. Number 7 player going up right now after week 13 is Tony Pollard from the Dallas Cowboys. They entered the fourth quarter with a mere 2-point lead over the Colts, but came out of it in the end with a 35-point victory. With a combined 7 turnover-worthy plays and 1 big-time throw, neither Dak or Matt Ryan played to the best of their abilities, but the Dallas run game, however, was firing on all cylinders, led by none other than Tony freaking Pollard. The Cowboys generated a season-high plus 0.32 expected points added EPA per rush on the night. Tony Pollard going 12 carries for 91 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's 7.6 yards per carry. Check out this college National Treasures PSA 8, but it's numbered 4 out of 5. It's got the autograph, sold best offer accepted for $300. Or this Concourse Select from 2019, numbered out of 179, selling for $26.40 in a buy it now. And I want you guys to observe the growth in this specific card from Tony Pollard. Somebody bought this National Treasures Collegiate back at September 15th in auction for $71. And this card is now selling yesterday, or today actually, for $300 in a buy now. So shout out to whoever made this flip. Hopefully it was someone on the quest. A very sick over triple up here. All right, number 8. Christian McCaffrey and the San Francisco 49ers, because they emerged victorious over the Miami Dolphins. But this win came at a price, because 49ers quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo suffered what appeared to be a serious foot injury in the win. He's done for the season, guys. And the original starter Trey Lance is already out for the season with a broken ankle. So if Jimmy Garoppolo's injury is also season ending, the 49ers could have to kiss their Super Bowl dreams goodbye. But both the 49ers and the Dolphins are now 8-4 on the season. Christian McCaffrey was 17 for 66 on the ground, 8 receptions for 80 yards, and 1 touchdown in the air. Kyle Shanahan may need to put the offense on Christian McCaffrey's back. So although his market has cooled off considerably since the big trade to the 49ers, you can still see his rookie ticket auto PSA 9 closing for almost $200 in auction, or his 2017 select autograph out of 49 for almost $140. But like I mentioned, whenever I look at his most sold graded cards in the past 30 days, I do find a pretty consistent decrease across the board. But I expect this to change in the coming weeks. As we are approaching the playoff, this could change depending on how deep the 49ers make it into the playoff. And a lot of that's going to be contingent upon this man right here. We got a defensive spotlight on Nick Bosa on that 49ers defense because, guys, I mean, he feasted on the Dolphins offensive line. He tallied 7 pressures, including 3 sacks on Tua on 31 pass rushing snaps. His 35.5% pass rush win rate on the day is the 3rd highest of his 4-year career. And check out the hype for Nick Bosa, man. Immaculate Collection plain color patch out of 99, $71. Or what about this Absolute Spectrum 3 out of 50 for 55? Now, who is the new rookie stepping up for the 49ers? Well, it's Mr. Irrelevant here. The very last pick of the 2022 NFL Draft, Brock Purdy. And he came out on top. The 49ers get the win, but he's obviously got a long ways to go. The former Iowa State quarterback completed 68% of his passes for 210 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. But check out the hype. This guy has a relatively few amount of rookie cards, but Panini was thinking ahead, man. It's late round draft pick, but he is a quarterback, and he did go to a large market team, and obviously Kyle Shanahan's not going to put that entire offense. They're going to lean heavily on their run game and their defense. Check out the certified rookie orange mirror out of 149 that sold for $100, or this Immaculate Collegiate Coliseum patch 1 out of 5 sold for $750. So the Brock Purdy cards on eBay are just flying off the shelves right now. Panini Black selling for about $350. Number 9, Geno Smith. The Geno mania continues, man. He had a career day against the Rams, eventually throwing the game-winning touchdown with 36 seconds left to DK Metcalf to secure a 27-23 victory. With this win, the Seahawks moved to 7-5, firmly in the NFC's playoff picture. Meanwhile, the Rams fall to 3-9. They're out. This is one of the nastiest Super Bowl hangovers I can ever remember. Geno Smith continued his breakout season against the Rams, finishing with a 90.4 PFF grade. If that holds, it will be his 4th 90-plus grade of the season. In his first 9 years, he only had 1 such game. He had 5 big-time throws. Check out the rookie ink, sealed, $41. What about this really cool dual autograph, dual patch here between Geno Smith and Tavon Austin from 2013, serial numbered out of 3, selling for $200. There are significant Geno Smith transactions, but I will say they're still going very low compared to the year in scarcity, like still lower than Travis Kelce from 2013, for example. Number 10, going to round it out, is Christian Watson on the Green Bay Packers. This guy just continues to score touchdowns, man. And this was an NFC battle yesterday that goes back to the beginning of time between the Packers and the Bears. And once again, the Packers come out on top, and they're technically not dead yet. There's a path where they could potentially get a backdoor spot into the playoffs. Christian Watson had 1 carry for 46-yard touchdown on the ground. He went 3 receptions for 48 yards and 1 touchdown through the air. He now has 8 touchdowns through 4 games. I'm seeing some absolutely absurd prices paid for Christian Watson rookie cards, like this Legacy Blue Sapphire 07 out of 35 for $205. What about this Origins Orange RPA Auto 3 out of 75 for $275? And what I find so wild about that is I can go back just to November 30th, October 26th, that same card, that blue sapphire in the one touch autograph from Legacy, $27.39, and then $205 December 4th. So another incredible flip. Hope it was someone on the quest there with the Christian Watson. Great flip, just incredible. And that's what the rookie element, the scarcity on the card, the large market, and the touchdowns can do for a player. Other major takeaways: DeAndre Swift is on the rise. He's now fully healthy. He got more involved in the offense than he has been in the past 6 weeks. So that is a big takeaway. DeAndre Swift getting about 50% or more than the running back opportunity. Definitely Justin Jackson saw a decrease. Jamal Williams saw a decrease. That is very interesting. The Rams changed course at running back again. Now it's Cam Akers leading that backfield. Almost all the early down work, almost 75% of all plays, including 6 out of the short yardage. The only goal line snap, Cam Akers took it. The running, I don't know if the Dolphins really, I mean, they made a change this past week between Jeff Wilson and Raheem Mostert, but there's also a very odd game script. Tua's up and down. We got to monitor Tua's ankle injury. He left late in the game. Skylar Thompson had to come in quickly, but that game had already lost. It was kind of an up and down performance from Tua. He opened the game with a massive bomb of a touchdown and then made some mistakes. Obviously, San Francisco capitalized on some of those mistakes and ended up winning that game. The Jets without Michael Carter, Zonovan Knight got over 50% of the work. Actually, in early downs, he got 75%. In goal line, he got 100% of the usage there. James Robinson is third on that pecking order, so definitely cannot touch James Robinson with a 10-foot pole. Lamar Jackson leaves the Baltimore Ravens game with a knee injury. Tyler Huntley steps up. So if you got those Tyler Huntley cards, if you were taking my man Carter's advice from last week, Tyler Huntley pops off and actually scores the game-winning touchdown at the very end. Some late-game heroics from the man Tyler Huntley. And I got to tell you guys, he looks like Lamar Jackson's twin brother. So I've already seen his sales volume go up dramatically. I've seen his prices. There are still some interesting items that I think have more room to go up, and there's not very many rookie cards for him. Juju Smith-Schuster finally rebounds in terms of usage. His snap rate gets up over 75%, down from a couple post-concussion weeks, so I like that, depending on how much more time Kadarius Toney and Mecole Hardman misses. We talk about the Lions, but I failed to mention Jameson Williams' season debut. 6 of Jameson Williams' snap came in 2 wide receiver sets, and the other 2 came on kneel downs at the end of the game. He did not catch his only target, so it's a slow, limited role start. They do not want to injure their new toy. Yeah, definitely noteworthy there. The Commanders and the Giants tie at the end of overtime. So frustrating. You hate to see a tie, man. When you battle that hard for that long, 4 hours in a game, you want to see a win, man. And the Giants couldn't get it done. The Commanders couldn't quite get it done. Monster day from Terry McLaurin. But it was notable that Daniel Bellinger is back and stepped into almost an immediate 100% snap share role and as one of the leading target guys. So that is a very, very interesting development there. We got to monitor Treylon Burks' injury for the Titans. Deshaun Watson's NFL debut, absolutely atrocious. He made 12 passes. I was terrible, man. Terrible. The Browns won that game on 2 defensive touchdowns and a Donovan Peoples-Jones punt return for a touchdown. So very slow, rusty start from him. That's some major takeaways. I'm very, very anxious to watch the Monday night game tonight. Big matchup between my hometown Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. They always give us trouble. We'll see what version of Andy Dalton comes to play tonight. What version of Tom Brady-led offense and the Bucs do we get? Big game. So I hope to see you guys tomorrow and Wednesday. Stay tuned. Subscribe. Make sure you share it with a friend. Let some people know about the quest. Check out our Patreon, everything we offer and do over there. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.